Good morning, everyone. While we wait for others to get in and get settled, now's a good time to grab anything you need to get comfortable. Maybe it's a glass of water or a hot cup of tea or coffee. Also, if you have items at home and you'd like to smudge, it's a good time to grab these items as we begin to ignite the healing within. If you don't have smudge at home, that's okay, relatives. I'll send you some cleansing, healing, and positive energy your way. It's a new day. It's another sunrise and another sunset. This is an opportunity to gauge how you're feeling today, reflect on what you need, and decide how you want to move forward in your wellness path. Aloha, kakahiaka, hello and good morning. My name is Malia and I'm a community healer at the HIR Wellness Institute. We are a nonprofit organization that focuses on the mental health and wellness of our relatives on Turtle Island, as well as other Indigenous and underserved communities, and also victims of crime. You can join us here every Monday through Friday at 8 a.m., where we will always breathe, stretch, explore ways of integrating self-care and wellness into our daily lives, and we will always honor our cultural traditions, our customs, our ancestry, our strength, and our resilience. So thank you so much for joining us this morning, relatives. I'd like to take a moment to recognize our HIR Wellness Institute team members who are here with us in this virtual circle of care to serve you. We have our social work intern, Mariah Jensen. When you see the HIR Wellness Institute commenting, that is Mariah. Mariah, like myself, we're here with you to support you, each with our own unique skill and talent and gifts. And know that we are literally here for you, relatives. How you doing today, Mariah? We also have our occupational therapist. This is an extraordinary healing woman and a leader of our, she instructs at the HIR Wellness Institute. In addition to doing occupational therapy, she leads all of our interns, our occupational therapist interns, Claudia Myers-Smith. Good morning, Claudia. How are you? And to our relatives out there, I want to say good morning, kakahiaka, pehau oi, how are you doing today? How are you doing? Mariah says, I'm still groggy, but happy to be waking up and starting my morning with you all. Relatives, any of you groggy out there? I'm a little bit groggy too, but there's nothing like waking up the spirit and the mind and the heart, like coming together in community activated medicine, where we can be together, where we can sit together and reflect on not only how we're feeling and how we want to move forward, but really that means that we have to decide, once you reflect, if you do want to move forward, you have to decide what you need. And that need might be really simple. It might be like, you might come to the conclusion, I need a cup of tea, or it might be something different. So that's why we do the body scans. We really want to pay attention to how our body's feeling. A lot of the times, as I mentioned, we're not used to people asking us how we are and what we need. And it's a really, really good act of healing to start getting into the habit of asking yourself in the morning, what am I feeling? Is my body trying to give me an indicator of what I might need to pay attention to? How is my heart? How is my mind? How is my spirit sitting with whatever it is that I'm facing in a day? So with that, relatives, let's do a body scan. You can sit or lay or recline however you want. Today, I'm outside on my back patio. I wanted to get in touch with nature today as we talk about the lunar phase that we're in. So for me, I'm just sitting on my patio chair. I got my feet on the floor. You can put your hands wherever you like. I just have them folded in my lap. And as always, just like with our deep breathing, you can close your eyes. Only if you want to. You don't have to. We're going to start at the top of the head and we're going to scan down our body to pay attention to a few things. Are there areas that feel tight or have tension? Maybe they feel anxious. You might even feel discomfort or physical pain. Let's start with that. Oh, it's also good to pay attention to areas that feel good. A lot of the times, if our body is okay, it feels neutral. Maybe if you've had a workout or something, your muscles might feel sore or a type of way. So you can pay attention to that too. Starting at the top of the head, let's take a deep breath. Deep inhale. And we'll scan from the top of our head to our forehead and temples. Our jaw, you can even go by your sinuses. Even paying attention to the teeth and your ears, your neck and shoulders. Let's work our way down to our upper back, our middle back, our lower back, and our tailbone. How's your back feeling this morning? Does your spine feel in line? Do you have any pain or discomfort? We're going to go ahead and scan to the shoulders, the biceps and triceps, our elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, and fingers. And let's go ahead and scan from our chest down to our tummy, taking a deep breath. How's your tummy feel this morning? Do you feel neutral? Or are you hungry? Maybe you're full and had an excellent breakfast. Or maybe your tummy feels emotionally responsive. Perhaps there's butterflies there. Or you could even be feeling a little queasy or anxious. Let's go ahead and scan down to our hips, our inner and outer thighs, our knees, our shins and calves. Taking a deep breath to the ankles and heel, arch of our feet, the ball of your feet and your toes. Let's go ahead and work our way to our heart space. Are there feelings or emotions that are lying heavy in your heart? Perhaps your heart feels light and free, or full of joy or love. And finally, let's take a moment to scan our thoughts. Did you sleep okay last night? Were there things that were on your mind? Maybe you didn't sleep as well as you wanted to, or maybe you had that kind of sleep where it didn't really feel like sleep, it just felt like constant thinking or worrying. Or maybe your mind feels rested. It might even feel empty, which can be a very good thing. Maybe your mind feels invigorated and ready for the day. Perhaps you already had that cup of coffee or a cup of tea or your glass of juice or whatever it is. And with that, relatives, let's do a check-in. How are you doing today? How are you? Let us know. And if you're new to these videos, or if you've been here kind of as a passive, viewer, and you're just kind of here like, yeah, I like what you're saying, but I'm not sure if I should comment or if what I'm going to say is going to contribute to the conversation. This isn't about contributions. This is community activated medicine. You come as you are. You say what you need to say. There is no judgment call here. There is no greater value of what one person is saying more than the other. The most valuable thing you can say is what it is you're feeling, what it is you're experiencing. You don't have to be a poet. You don't have to be, you don't have to be well with your words. Just come as you are, be who you are, and say what needs to be said, if you feel comfortable to do so and if you feel like it'll help you. Because sometimes those things that we have inside that we need to release, you can release that right here. That's one of the powers of community activated medicine. So I'll do a check-in. I feel pretty good today. I focused on the I focused on the body and physiology of my wellness yesterday. I went to an exercise class called barre. I used to be a barre instructor about 2 years ago, year and a half prior to COVID. And so it'd been a long time really since I'd been going. I kind of went maybe once or twice, and I've been going consistently the last couple days. And it was really humbling because I went from being a barre instructor to walking into the class and being probably one of the oldest people in the class, and also being one of the most farthest from my fitness that I want to be in the class. And so it was a humbling experience. I found that my body doesn't quite move the way that it did prior to COVID because of so many life changes. But I was also really proud of myself that I went. And when I was getting these thoughts of like negativity or negative self-talk in my mind, I reminded myself to be gentle and kind because my body deserves kindness and gentleness. And it was cool. I look forward to going back, and I look forward to continue to striving on my journey of wellness and physical health. So let's go to the comments and see how everyone's doing. Gwen says, good morning. Good morning, Gwen. Moving a little slow this morning. Didn't want to get off. Coffee and off to work I go. Gwen, I love it. Thanks for taking it slow when you realize you have to. I hope that coffee helps you. Thank you for being here, Gwen, and thanks for your check-in. Good morning, Indigo. Indigo says, good morning, everyone. I finally got some good sleep last night and woke up at the hour I like to. It's a rainy day today, so particularly glad to be alert instead of groggy myself. Yes, Indigo, I am happy for you. You got some good sleep. So many of our relatives, I know we struggle with even just getting enough hours of sleep, letting alone getting to sleep at the right hour, the hour that you want to. So that is so awesome, Indigo. Thank you for sharing, and really, I'm happy for your alertness. That's awesome. And speaking of alertness, relatives, okay, I do want to talk a little bit more about being outside, but first, I must prepare the cup of tea. This morning I have ginseng zing. Again, not sponsored by Fava Tea, but holler at Fava. Wish I was. Might make my tea habits a little bit easier to come by. But this is an Oolong tea, and so Oolong is it originated in China thousands of years ago. It was also originally meant for the emperors, the royals, but now any of us can have it. What I really like about Oolong is a lot of times when we think of, metabolism boosting teas and antioxidant teas and fat burning teas, we think about green tea, but actually Oolong has a lot of components and properties in it that help with digestion and fat burning, even more so than green tea. If you don't believe me, go ahead and do some research on Google. Make sure that you're looking at peer-reviewed sources and research-based things if that's your thing. If I make any conversations about some of the components or health benefits of a tea, I always make sure to look up and find out that it's something that's been studied. Not that for me studying is the know-all be-all, but if I'm going to tell you something about some of the constituents of a tea, I'll make sure to check out my sources and make sure they're legit, that they're not just a blog or something. So you can see here, beautiful, and this is a strange looking oolong. Most oolong doesn't look like this. This almost looks like little pellets or stones. It smells like green tea, but what gives it this interesting look is after this particular oolong tea is cured, it's kind of fermented. And oolong, green tea, white and green teas are like in that least fermented process, and then you get to your oolongs and black teas. They have a longer fermentation process. It's a little bit more involved. But the reason I chose this tea this morning is because it is powdered with ginseng. And if you're not familiar with ginseng, ginseng has, and it grows in Wisconsin too. Really good ginseng grows here. It has a lot of properties in it that help with brain function, Alzheimer's, the aging mind. Now this tea in particular, today I have the oolong, which is caffeinated, and then ginseng is dusted on the tea leaf itself. So it is caffeinated. And one of the things about oolong tea we have to be really careful with is you don't want to boil it. It will bitter the tea, and it'll have a adverse impact on the medicinal part of the tea. So I have my tea here. I'm just going to go ahead and put some in. Now I'm a little bit more careful about the amount of ginseng I put in my teapot of this particular one because it's caffeinated. And I found that if you overbrew this tea, it can really get you going to the point where like you don't want to have a racing heart or a racing mind, or at least I don't. If you're one of those people who have to be cautious about the caffeine, I would say I have 4 cups of steamed water in my pot, and I'm only putting 2 teaspoons of tea in here roughly, because I would rather have a lighter tea than have it overbrewed and therefore making me feel, uncomfortable or headachy throughout the day. So I'm just going to cover that, and I'll let it just steep in there. Let me see how long. 2 minutes. It's a short steep. So whereas in a lot of teas where you're meant to boil them, they might have you steep it for 5 to 10 minutes. Again, this is a steam. And then how do you know how to steam your tea? It's pretty easy. All you do is put some filtered water onto your stovetop, and you just turn on the heat. I kind of do like a medium or low. If I'm in a rush, I'll do it on high. But the trick is that just before it boils, you know how you'll see the bubbles at the bottom of the pot? When you see bubbles, like just a couple bubbles, start to form at the bottom of the pot, just turn off the pot. And then the pot will do nothing for a second. The water will just be still, and then all of a sudden steam will rise right out of the surface. That's how you know it's ready for oolong tea or any tea that only needs steaming. That also includes green tea and white tea. You do not want to boil green or white teas. It will bitter the taste, and it will affect the medicinal properties of it. So, but for me, the taste is really important of my tea. So I always really make sure not to boil it. Okay, so it's going to sit in here for just another minute. And in the meantime, I got my tea strainer, because this is a loose tea we put in there. And then I also have my teacup. So while we're brewing relatives, while we're waiting for it to steep, let us know what is in your morning elixir. You can always inspire our other relatives out there to maybe have an elixir that they haven't had before, or to try something that maybe you've forgotten about. I always like to mention elixirs such as, kombucha, tea, coffee, fresh pressed juice. Let me see what else. Protein drinks, smoothies, citrus water. It might even just be water, seltzer water. Maybe you put a little bit of Himalayan salt in your water. Maybe it's ginger tea. I mean, whatever it is, always feel free to share it. If you have a morning elixir, or if you switch it up, let us know, because You can always help be part of the medicine. And for me, that morning elixir is probably one of the most pleasurable parts about in wellness for me personally. Let's go back to the comments and see how everyone's doing. We have our Community Engagement and Indigenous Affairs Director here with us, Jamie Kellycutt. Good morning, Jamie. How are you doing? Jamie says, good morning, Malia, Claudia, Mariah, and relatives. Happy Tuesday to you all. Good morning, Jamie. Thank you so much. Always glad you're here with us. Teresa, good mornings. Teresa says, hi, Malia and relatives. Sorry I'm coming in late, but was thinking of you as I was making a really awesome morning shake with acai, organic berries, banana, hemp hearts, and almond milk. Yum. Also made ginger green tea. LOL. I will have to not boil the water next time. Right on, Teresa. Thank you so much for sharing. That is so awesome. Hey, you know what, Teresa and relatives out there, you actually can't come in late on these videos. These videos are for you. You determine when. You determine why you're here. You can determine when you're leaving. You can come in if you got 5 minutes or 2 minutes. And you determine really, like, I'll just talk about the things that we do, but your conversation will really shape this virtual circle of care. So know that if you got something on your mind and you want to talk about it, I'm literally here for you. We can talk about what you need to talk about, and what needs to be said will be said. And that's just a reminder, relatives, this community activated medicine, this virtual circle of care, if we were together in a room, I would be talking a lot less because we could hear you. We would be sitting in a circle. We would be shoulder to shoulder. We would be passing around, whether it be a stone or a shell or a stick or whatever it is, and we would just be talking together. No one person greater than the other. There's no sages. I'm not a sage. It's just because I'm the only one who can do this on Facebook. I wish we all could. So that's truly what it is. You govern these conversations in healing. Why? Because you are the medicine. We're all the medicine together collectively. The more that there are of us, the greater the medicine and the healing becomes. And there is not one person who is not the most unique individual in this circle. And what you bring and the gifts that you have, nobody's got those superpowers. Nobody has those gifts. We might all be similar, but nobody brings it like you do. And that's the power of you. All right, let's check out my tea. I think I went off on a rant, so it probably brewed longer than 2 minutes, but that's okay. It looks like a nice color, so let me see if I can show you here. Let me see. Alright, I'm just going to lift my phone. I forgot, relatives. I have a cell phone. All I have to do is move my phone. So, let me see. I don't know if you can see that, though. That's the tea. That's what it looks like. You can see how it's this beautiful golden greenish color. And notice how the leaves, they kind of, I don't know if you can see that, but they kind of opened up on the top. And when you see them kind of floating on the top and opening like that, that's how I know that it's been blooming and brewing. So, okay. I'm going to get my little tea strainer here. Alrighty. Okay. I'm going to try and pour this. Yes. Alright, and then I'll show you what the little, you can see the little pellets now. And then the color of the tea. See that? Let me tell you about how it smells when it's brewed. It smells different. It smells vegetal, but it smells different than when you just pull it out before it's brewed. Okay, so remember, relatives, you can always share what's in your morning cup. Please feel free to do so. You can always inspire others. I want to do a toast to you. Today is a really special moon day. We are in the moon, at least in my ancestral teachings of Kanaka Maoli, the native Hawaiian teachings. The moon we're in today is Mohalu, which is the flower moon. So there's lots of things in bloom. May you also today find moments of being in bloom yourself. Perhaps that's, through aspects of your wellness, your physical health or your mental health, your emotional health, your familial health, your relationships with your family or your school and your work. May you find some part of your wellness today. Even if it's one seemingly small thing that is blooming. Cheers. Toast to you all, relatives. Ah, that's a good cup of tea. Oh, that's a good one. So I wanted to do a little morning meditation. I have this book with me. It's called Chakra Clearing by Dorian Virtue. She's kind of one of a mainstream metaphysical writer. I have a lot of her decks and things like that. So, but before we get into that, I want to do our deep breathing and our stretch. And then we can go ahead into this chakra clearing meditation. And we'll do it together. We'll try it together. And one of the things that I love about doing these things together is we're just like shopping for what you're putting in your medicine kit. Sometimes remember your medicine kit is those thoughts, behaviors, beliefs, tools, actions, exercises. They might even be physical things that you put into your proverbial medicine kit of things that you need to access when you're healing on your wellness journey. It's kind of like your backpack. And we'll always kind of go through things here together. And you can decide, I want to put that in my kit, or nah, you don't have to feel like it has to go there, but we'll always explore. And that's one of my favorite parts of wellness is we can explore together. If it works for us, great. If it doesn't, we keep going. We'll check the comments quick. Kimberly, good morning. Kimberly says, green matcha powder in my morning smoothie. Yes, Kimberly. Question, what else you got in that smoothie? Green matcha sounds wonderful. What a beautiful, beautiful way to start the day. Thank you. Indigo says, Malia models leadership so beautifully with such humility, generosity, and grace. Thanks for lifting us all up, shoulder to shoulder, Malia. You're welcome, Indigo, and always, for real, thank you for always being such a special part of our medicine, our community-activated medicine. Remember, relatives, we all have our gifts. Even if you aren't recognizing what they are, I promise you have them. And if you're struggling with that, then this is a good place to come and get some love. The more love we get, like I said, we're in this flower moon in Mohalu. We want you to blossom, and we want you to bloom, and we want you to grow, and we want you to make more flowers and spread your wings, spread your roots, spread your love. So just know that, you do have a gift. And if you're feeling in that way where you just don't know what it is, that's okay. But we can't stay there. And we got to remember. And we'll help you remember. Terrell says, good morning, everyone. I'm way late, but can hear and read some good words as I start my day. Morning, Terrell. Glad you're here. Thanks for bringing your energy here. And all of our relatives out there who aren't talking or commenting, thanks for bringing your energy. They're still bringing it, this collective energy. That's good. That's good medicine. So no worries, but do know when you want to talk, it'll be good. Okay, so we'll breathe. Then we're going to do a morning meditation. And then I want to talk about Mother Earth and Father Sky. That's why I'm out here today. All right, so you can sit, lay, or recline however you want. I want to talk to our relatives out there about when you're not feeling enough. If you're not feeling good enough, or smart enough, or wise enough, or young enough, or old enough. You might feel like you don't have enough money. You might feel like you're not beautiful enough. You might feel like your words are not enough. I want you to take a moment to sit with that if you're struggling with any of those. For our Indigenous relatives, sometimes we don't even feel Indigenous enough. We might not feel Hawaiian enough. We might not feel like we deserve or that we are worthy. But these are all lies that our minds tell us. These are results of trauma. These are results of toxic media. You are enough, so I want you to breathe with that. If there is one of those things that you're struggling with, I want you to say that I am enough. Say it in your mind. I am beautiful enough. I am smart enough. I am worthy of a healthy relationship. I am worthy of sobriety. I am worthy of medicinal food. I am enough, so I am the medicine. There is nothing I need to do that can make me more. I already am whole and complete. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose for a count of 4. Exhale through the mouth for a count of 6. Deep inhale. I am enough. Deep inhale. Continue to breathe. I am worthy of forgiveness. I am worthy to be forgiven. I am worthy when I make mistakes. I am worthy with my flaws. I am resilient. I am unique and gifted. I am 1 in 7 billion people and spirits on this planet. I am no greater or less than. I am complete and whole as who I am at this very moment. I am a gift from the Creator to my relatives. Deep inhale. And exhale. Let's go ahead and roll those shoulders. Continue to breathe. Focusing on those areas of you where for some reason or another you're struggling with the truth, and the truth is that you're enough. Take a deep inhale. Let's go ahead and stretch the neck, gently looking side to center. Ooh, there's some cracks there. Side to center. Let's double tap the ear towards the shoulder. Deep inhale and exhale as we roll that chin from shoulder to shoulder. Nice and slow, relatives. Take it nice and slow. You are enough. You are always deserving. It is okay to make time because you are enough and you are important. Taking one deep inhale and exhale. How's that feel, relatives? Feel free to share. Please share if you'd like to. Did you have any struggles? Perhaps you did. What was the enoughness that you were struggling with? Or perhaps you knew, maybe your heart and your spirit was speaking to you, telling you, yeah, I am enough. Yes, I am the medicine. I am an important part of all things in this universe. So feel free to share any thoughts or feelings or emotions that came up for you. And while you're taking a moment to reflect, let's go ahead and go to the comment section. Let me see if I can move these comments on my phone. It's a little bit harder. Okay. Okay, so Kimberly says in her smoothie, celery, ginger, kale, lemon, spinach, green apple, and just a few berries or cherries. Okay, talk about antioxidant, powerful medicine this morning. That is awesome, Kimberly. I bet it tastes amazing. Indigo says, good for you, Kimberly. I'm having an apple croissant, though, with green tea. We'll definitely get some veggies in later today. Seriously, relatives, is there anything better tasting than a good croissant? Yeah. I love them. Good morning, Makanit. How you doing? Makanit, check in. How are you? You want to check in? Terrell says, I am enough. I am prepared. I am able. I'm so needed to hear these words today, Yoko. Terrell, you are. Terrell, you're awesome. It reminds me of how my mom always will say, you're the bomb. And my girlfriends and I would always giggle when she would say that. But you are, Terrell. You're awesome. Go out there and slay. I know you're saving lives over there. Doing your thing to contribute to the community. Okay, relatives. I got this meditation. You want to try it this morning? Morning Chakra Clearing Meditation by Dorian Virtue. She's got just a small reader book. Little side note, a little personal share. I like books, so a lot of times I'll go to half price book, or if I'm at like an estate sale or something, if I find a book and it doesn't cost very much and it talks about healing or ghosts or any of the things I'm interested in, I'm gonna buy the book. So this is our morning chakra clearing meditation. Breathe in and out very deeply as you begin to open up the healing energy of your divine light. Whoa, this is crazy. All right, so I'm going to read this. Let's continue to breathe as deep as you can. We're going to let that belly expand and contract. Breathe in and out very deeply. as you begin to open up to the healing energy of your divine light. You are perfect, whole, and complete. And you needn't add anything to yourself to experience your true power. You merely need to release a few blocks that bar you from fully experiencing and enjoying your true divinity. Awaken to your spiritual power to heal yourself, your loved ones, and in any situation in which you seem to find yourself. Fully awaken to your gifts of psychic insights, as you are a child of infinite wisdom. Let's begin by focusing your awareness on the divine spark of crystal white light, sparkling within the center of your stomach area. See or feel this white spark of light shining like a pilot light within you. This is the spark of your true essence, your shining flame from God. Through your decision and intention, you can increase the size of this divine light now. See or feel the divine light expand in you instantly, filling your entire body and aura with the illumined flame of divinity. Feel the warmth within you, filling you completely with love and peaceful energy. Now, let's move your attention to the area at the base of your spine. See or feel an illuminated red circle whirling in a clockwise direction. The circle looks like a spinning fan with overlapping fan blades. It glows a beautiful shade of ruby red. This is your root chakra, the energy center connected to your thoughts and beliefs concerning money and physical security. Mentally see or feel your root chakra, checking for any areas of darkness in and around it. Which fears and worries have brought about? It's normal for all of us to have these feelings, and we needn't judge them. We just need to release them to our light for cleansing, purification, and transmutation. As you breathe in and out very deeply, ask the inner light of your holy self to cleanse and dissolve all darkness from your root chakra by saying, I allow the light to dissolve away all fears, worries, and concerns related to money, security, and safety. See and feel your root chakra completely cleansed, illuminated, and perfectly enlarged with divine white light. Take in a very deep cleansing breath and affirm, I know that I am perfectly protected in all ways, and that all of my needs are met and provided for at every moment. After taking another deep breath, bring your attention to an area about 4 inches above your root chakra or tailbone. See or feel an orange circle spinning like a beautifully illuminated orange fan. You are now scanning your sacral chakra, the energy center connected with your thoughts and beliefs concerning appetites and desires. Scan for any areas of darkness in your sacral chakra, which you may have absorbed from fearful thoughts. Release and cleanse all traces of fear and darkness to your divine light by saying, I willingly release all my desires and appetites to the light and allow them to become perfectly aligned with the one beautiful will of my higher self and the Creator. Take in a very deep cleansing breath and affirm, I am harmoniously aligned with the ceaseless flow of supply and love that springs from the golden fountain of light within my center. All of my desires are perfectly balanced now. After taking another deep breath, move your attention to your stomach area. There you'll find a beautiful spinning yellow circle that looks like a small, beautiful sun. This is your solar plexus chakra, the energy center connected with your thoughts and beliefs concerning power and control. See or feel any areas of darkness within the yellow circle that may have come from any fears. As you take a deep and cleansing breath, release all darkness and fear to your Holy Spirit, to the Creator, and to the divine light by saying, I release any fears or struggles concerning my power and control to the beautiful healing light within me. I have perfect power and control now. See or feel your solar plexus perfectly cleansed and balanced as you confirm, I graciously accept and fearlessly activate all my power now. This power, which is the power of oneness with the Creator and all of creation, has pure motivations to love and to serve all of life. I create a beautifully loving and harmonious day for myself, and all of my interactions with others today come from this place of loving power. After taking another deep breath, move your attention to the heart area. Here you will see or feel a beautiful, glowing emerald green circle spinning like a fan made of luminescent jade. This is your heart chakra, the energy center connected with your thoughts and beliefs concerning love and relationships. Scan your chakra with your inner vision or through your feeling for any of areas of darkness brought about by fear. As soon as you detect any darkness, notice it without any judgment and simply release it to your Holy Spirit, the Creator or divine light by saying, I am willing to release any fears that I have about receiving and giving love now. I ask the Creator and the Spirit and light eternal to cleanse away all blocks that keep me from fully enjoying my love. Now, take a very deep cleansing breath and affirm, I now fully allow myself to give and receive love. I am safe. I am loved. I am loved. I love. I love. I love. I love. I love. After taking another deep breath, move your attention to the throat area where you will see or feel beautiful light blue spinning circle. This is your throat chakra, the energy center concerned with your thoughts and beliefs about spoken or written communication. If you have been afraid to speak your truth lately, you will probably now see or feel dark patches in your throat chakra. Let's release all fear blocks to communication with your divine light by saying, I willingly release any blocks to perfect communication to the light now. I release all fear that would prevent me from lovingly speaking my truth today. Then taking a refreshingly deep breath and affirm, I allow my higher self and Creator and Spirit to speak through me today in all my communications. I step back and let Spirit lead the way, and all my communications are perfectly ordered and guided. Today, with everyone from whom I come in contact benefits from listening to my words. Take another deep breath. Now focus on the area just above your ears and inside your head. Here you'll see or feel two spinning red-violet fans with their blades overlapping, resting at a 30-degree angle inside the head, just above the left and right ear. These are your ear chakras, the areas that regulate your ability to clearly hear the voice of Creator in the spiritual realm. If you've been having difficulty hearing the still, small voice within you, you will probably notice that your ear chakras are dimly colored. Let's brighten them up with your deep breath and focus on the divine light within. With your decision and intention, you can now bring the white light into your left ear chakra and your right ear chakra. Watch as the light dissolves old fears connected with your spiritual healing. As you breathe deeply, affirm, I am willing to release any fears I may have about hearing the voice of Creator, my higher selves, and the divine spiritual realm, our ancestral protectors or angels. I am willing to release any unforgiveness I may be holding towards anyone who ever said anything that I heard as a painful statement. Then, take a very deep breath and affirm as you breathe out, I now clearly hear, accept, and follow the guidance that comes to me for my highest and best good. I work in perfect partnership with the voice of Spirit now and always. After taking another deep breath, move your focus to the area between your two eyes. Using your inner vision, allow yourself to see a spinning circle of dark blue, which occasionally flashes white and purple sparkles of light. As you look at this circle, you may notice an oval shape in front of you resting horizontally. This is your third eye, your window of clairvoyance and spiritual vision. Ask your third eye to fully open its eyelid so that you may fully see in truth and clarity. Take a deep breath and release all blocks to spiritual vision by saying, I am willing to release the fear of seeing the future. I am willing to release all fear of seeing the truth. And within another deep breath, anchor your new spiritual vision with this affirmation. I am safe as I allow my higher self to see the truth. My vision is perfectly ordered and illuminated by love. Take another deep breath and move your attention to the area just inside the top of your head. This is your crown chakra, the energy center connected with your higher self and the universal all-knowing mind. See or feel a majestic purple circle spinning like a beautifully exotic ceiling fan at the dome of a skylight. If you sense any areas of fear or darkness in your crown chakra, you can cleanse them now by saying, I now allow the light of Spirit and the Creator to dissolve away all barriers to divine wisdom and guidance. I release all fear about listening to my higher self, the Creator and the angels and our ancestral guardians. Take another deep breath and affirm, I know that I am perfectly safe as I allow my inner spirit guidance. I allow this guidance to lead me to beautiful opportunities where I share my true nature as a powerful, loving, spiritual being. I listen, I trust, and take guided action. I listen, I trust, I take guided action. I trust. Now, you are fully illuminated and ready for an exciting day where your spiritual wisdom is fully awakened and activated. As you take deep breaths throughout your day, your energy will be continually recharged and your chakras will be balanced, rebalanced, and cleansed. Let's give thanks to Creator, our ancestors and guardians, and spirit for awakened spiritual power. And affirm that it is right for you to be fully immersed in the warm, glowing beauty of your true self. You are perfect, whole, and complete, and you are very, very loved. Today our focus was on spirit. Today our focus was on remembering that we are enough. Today in this moon of Mohalu, the flower moon, always remember that Mother Earth and Father Sky is here. Creator is here for you, and you are the medicine. Mahalo nui loa. Thank you so much, relatives, for being the medicine and for making this circle as healing as it was and has been. Ma lama pono iko kino. Take good, righteous care of your body, your mind, your heart, and your spirit. Aloha nui. Huge love to you. It's amazing how things aligned. I had not read that meditation, and it was funny how we were talking about being enough, and then we went ahead and did this meditation, and that's what it was about. Just remember, you are love. You deserve love, and you are loved. Before we go, relatives, there's a community survey that's linked to this video. It's completely anonymous and asks just a few questions. Please, relatives, take a moment to complete this survey, as this is how we're able to offer every single one of our programs and services at no cost. Without you doing this survey, we don't have what our funders need. So let's get it done. Let's do it together. Mariah will link it right here in the video for you. Also, if you need extra support and someone to talk to, remember you can call our CARES warm line Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. You can call or text, and within 24 hours you'll get a response. You can also call our main line if you're interested in knowing more about our programs, or you can also visit our Facebook page. Do know that it is Pride Month. LGBTQ plus relatives, two-spirit relatives out there, know that we love and support you. We're here for you if you need someone to talk to. Know that the door is always open for you and any of our relatives who need support, to our victims of crime, to those of you out there who are struggling. If you're looking for resources, just know that we're here for you. Jamie says that was beautiful, Malia. Chi Miigwech for reading that to us. Indigo says thank you for that. I'm trying to scroll through our comments. Terrell says thank you, Malia. That was beautiful. Makanit says you are amazing. No, you guys are amazing. Teresa says such beautiful medicine. Chi Miigwech, thank you very much. Many blessings, relatives. And with that, ahui ho'aku no. Have a beautiful day in spirit, in bloom, in blossom. You are the flowers. You are the medicines. Go out and grow. Hope to see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. and aloha.